just to start with, how was the ride this afternoon?
You know, it's terrific. Congressman Cleaver was kind enough to give me a visa to come to Kansas City. We're talking about green development, sustainability. This bike path is an example of giving people an opportunity to burn calories instead of fossil fuel. Great way to see the city, to have a chance to recreate and enjoy. And this is some pretty spectacular opportunity here.
What would you tell a person that say maybe are so used to their car and they go, man, I got to have my automobile? How you wean them from an automobile to a bicycle?
Well, the idea is to just give people choices. I mean, you think for a moment right now, how many people are stuck in traffic on their way to ride a stationary bike at a health club? You know, every person who's on that bike path is somebody who's not in a car in front of you or competing for a parking space. And the idea is not that everybody has to ride bikes, but we want to make sure that everybody can ride bikes.
Well, let me just say that, first of all, having Congressman Blumenauer in our community is in and of itself, I think, a treat, because he is the preeminent bicyclist in the nation. He's advocating this form of alternative transportation all over the country. I was in Ho Chi Minh City 2 years ago, and if you step outside, probably 98% of the people are riding bicycles with masks on because of all of the pollution. And we certainly don't want to get to that point, and I'm not saying that we're that close, but I am saying that this is something that can obviously reduce the burning of fossil fuel. This can also be one way in which we can become a more fit nation. I mean, we're being criticized as an obese nation, and if that's the case, then let's obese with bikes.
Congressman, how important is it to maintain and continue to attain funds to improve paths and stuff like this?
Well,
go ahead.
The federal government is cutting back, there's no question about it. But I don't think that this is a big funding item. And the people in our community ought to be very, very, very pleased to know that we have one of the top Parks and Rec directors in the country, Mark McHenry. And he's done a fabulously a great deal with a little money. And the federal government, I think, is going to continue to fund these kinds of programs, but it's going to boil down to a point where we're only going to go to cities like Kansas City, where the people are already moving. It's a lot easier to add on to than to begin.
All right, I have one more question on a lighter note. The congressman from Oregon appeared to be well at ease on his bicycle. Congressman Cleaver, how'd you do?
People pushed me. That's all I got to say. They're good people otherwise, they pushed me.